Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo and I am here with the Twin Flame Energy Update for the weekend for January 3rd through the 5th. Now let me make sure that is right, that is correct. January 3rd through the 5th, 2020. Now for the first spread, it will be for Divine Masculine. What energy they are in right now. Remember, a divine masculine, you can be a female, divine feminine, you can be a male. So it's all about how it resonates with you. And if you would like to book me for a twin flame reading, that information is below in the description box. I want to quickly say thank you to all of my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Like with the last week, I've gained over almost 1,000 subscribers. So I know the message is getting across. So I'm just sending all of you guys love and light to my subscribers who've been following on my journey since I started the channel. Thank you so much to my clients that have been booking and reaching out to me for updates and advice, sending you lots of love, and we're all getting through this together. Now, do not forget, there's a big energy shift coming up. We have 111 and we also have 120. So start looking up that information so you can be aware of the energy shifts, the vibrational changes. And in this time, I will recommend all twin flames, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, to really ground yourself, meditate, don't respond to tense situations or arguments. Really try to go on the vibration of love and light, because it gets a little hectic in regards to the light codes and downloads, things like that. So I want you guys to start getting familiar with the energy shifts, when planets are going in retrograde, and more of the astrology side of it, because you'll understand why you're vibrating a certain way. Now let's dive into the reading. So for the first card for Divine Masculine got understanding. So for the majority of the Divine Masculines in the collective, they're starting to understand. They're getting those light codes. They're getting that download. And this is also for those divine masculines who were involved with the divine feminine who chose to walk away. Now they're getting an understanding. They're starting to see what divine feminine has been speaking about, really trying to get them to open up and see what this connection or why they were brought together. So your divine masculine is starting to get the understanding, which is really good, okay? And I can attest to that, because today when I was like in the middle of waking up, I heard a voice. And it didn't, I didn't get scared. I didn't think he was a family member or anything like that. But the voice said, you're going to lose her. And so immediately I'm like, we're communicating telepathically. And this is what just came through from my divine masculine. And it's really different that the whole day I just felt this sense of everything's going to be okay. So your divine masculine is really getting the understanding. The next card that came out is divine timing. Your divine masculine knows, everything that's meant to be will be. And Spirit is saying that everything will happen according to divine timing. Divine feminine, please do not reach out. Do not, hawk your divine masculine at this time, because they are going through their spiritual transformation and they are starting to understand. And if you start meddling or start interfering, you're interfering in what divine is trying to do. So please hold back and send that love and light from 5D, okay? The next card that came out is tribe. So now your divine masculine is starting to realize that, the people or family or friends they thought, they were aligned with, they're starting to see things differently. They're really trying to find their tribe, those who they are on a vibrational level with or an alignment with. And they're starting to see that the things that they were interested in, or what, say, for example, if they like going to strip clubs, or if they like fancy clothes, or if they like, if they were more on the materialistic side, they're starting to see all of that doesn't really matter. Okay, so that right now they're attracting their tribe, and you're going to see a huge change and shift in your divine masculine. But you, divine feminine, continue to stand in your power. Remember, during this time, we need to communicate more on the 5D than in the 3D, because they are understanding us on that level. The next card that came out is compromise. So your divine masculine is starting to compromise and think about, the situations, what happened, if there was, a karmic involved, like how they let you down, like how, you were right all along, and they're starting to see that, and they want to compromise. Like maybe, starting out, your divine masculine isn't going to say, hey, meet me down the aisle, let's get married. No, let's take it step by step by step. Let's learn each other again. Let's get to know each other again. Let's actually come together where we have no lies, where we have no hidden secrets. So this is the compromise that's coming through. For the divine feminine, the first card that came out is mute. And so this is what divine feminine has been doing. And while being in mute, the divine feminine is getting, the vibrational downloads and the light codes as well. And this is what is pushing them into their power. And if you notice, the end of December, starting right now into January, those light workers, those star seeds, if you are from the angelic realm, and have your duty to do amongst the world, that you've been pushed, to start your, healing services, or start your, YouTube channel in regards to metaphysical topics or tarot. You've been pushed, you're being pushed. And even if you don't want to or feel like it, you're definitely being guided somewhere, and you're noticing that you are not giving that energy. You're not putting that much into your divine masculine, because you're all about yourself. And divine feminine is starting to realize that we are one, that we have always been connected. So it's not like I'm losing out on anything. We're going to go through this mission either this lifetime or the next lifetime, but at least I know, I'm closer to where I was. Okay. The next card that came out is surrender. Divine feminine has surrendered. Okay, divine, whatever it is that you want to do with this connection, I am resisting. I am giving all of it to you. I am, agreeing to follow my life path and purpose. And I know that I will be taken care of. I know that everything will be okay. I know that everything will come into alignment. And this divine feminine is loving him or herself authentic, genuine, nakedly. This here reminds me of the song by Ella May, Love Me Naked. And you guys can listen to that song, okay? And you'll understand what I'm talking about. But here, that heart, it's like, okay, I surrender. I'm opening my heart to you, and I'm just letting you do what needs to be done, okay? The next card that came out, family for divine feminine. And this is what has been on divine feminine's mind. And it's like, what? Even if myself and my divine masculine don't come into union, this is what I really want, and you're attracting your soulmate, your soul partner, or your divine partner. And this is what you're going to start bringing into fruition, because this is what you're putting out into the universe. You want that solid foundation, where you guys can heal together, where you have that unity, okay? The next card for divine feminine is awakening. Guys, you just don't get one awakening. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had to ask somebody, well, dang, how many you get? Because this is like a lot. Your first one might take you over and you feel like it might take you out. And the other ones that come, you start to see, as long as you meditate, as long as you work with those energies, it's a lot easier to get through. So the divine feminine is awakening to a lot of things right now, awakening to his or her gifts, awakening to their life path and purpose, awakening to the strength of being strong and following through with their life path and purpose, and really not caring what the individuals on the 3D realm feel about it. They're stepping into their true authentic selves. Okay. The next deck I'm using is the Haunted Tarot. Let me make sure I say it right. The Haunted House. Tarot of Haunted House. Okay, so the first spread is for divine masculine. So with the divine masculine, the first card that came out, I believe this is the Ace of Cups. Now I'm going to refer back to the deck just so I don't give you guys any wrong information. But here, as you can see, it's the Ace of Cups, and the hand is reaching up, and the abundance, the blessings, purity, everything is pouring down. And this is saying, your divine masculine has started to surrender. Your divine masculine is starting to realize that, what this journey is all about. What have the divine feminine been saying all along? And it's like, wow, my divine feminine really was not out to get me. They really were, genuinely trying to help me, not just help, but heal me. Okay. And some of your divine masculines can discover this in the full moon, and the full moon is coming up pretty soon. But it says, water spills like emotions, moving, transforming, and filling us with feelings. Keep the channel open to keep waters pure. Our hands cup the world and ourselves. We always have what we need: emotional flow, love, abundance, outpouring, clear. Okay, so this is what your divine masculine is stepping into. And I said they may realize it by the full moon. The next card that came out, we got the Eight of Cups. And so you see this woman in this, tarot card, and you see her looking towards this castle. And it's like, I'm going home. I'm going home. And this is your divine masculines, like realizing that you are their home. And so in the other deck, you'll see like, the person like walking away in the moon, but you see this person going somewhere, going to a specific location. And so she's looking, and she's in this beautiful white wedding dress. This is about union. This is what your divine masculine is thinking about. And this is for the collective, where the divine feminine like chose to walk away. And you doing so, this is what you're bringing into fruition. You surrendering, this is what you're bringing into fruition. Okay. The next card for divine masculine that came out, we got the Three of Pentacles. I want to say Pentacles, so let me check that. And this also talks about, some of you guys, being healers, have that glow in your hand. So if you resonate with that, that's what it's talking about. I want to make sure this is the Three of Pentacles. It's beautiful. I know that. Yeah, I believe this is the Three of Pentacles. Because it's not. Let's check cups. Just want to make sure, guys. Okay, so with this, you see that this person is getting the light, is being guided. Here you have three. So it's like 2019 was the 3 year. This is the 4 year, right? So, and this person even looks like they're holding their belly, like they're pregnant, like they're birthing something. So again, a lot of you guys could be healers. A lot of you guys could expect a pregnancy, like a star baby out of this connection. But this person is looking into the light, and they're seeing, and they could even be looking into a crystal ball or getting support from other tarot readers, seeing what is to come to fruition. Okay. The next card that came out is the Seven of Swords. See that? And again, that full moon energy. And you see here, it's like I'm fighting for what I want. It's like the Seven of Swords is normally the manipulative card, where someone like is leaving swords by and they're walking away and looking back. But this person is looking like, you know what? I'm ready for the battle. Come around this corner and see if you don't get sliced and diced, because I'm going to fight for mine. And again, the full moon is resonating very strong. So a lot of you guys could get information. A lot of you guys could get communication. A lot of you guys can realize that your divine masculine has chosen to fight for you. Okay. The next card, I know what this is. This is the Magician. So with the Magician, your divine masculine is realizing that they can create whatever it is that they want to create. They're realizing that they also too, have the power, have have gifts just as much as you do. And the only thing is that what they were really afraid of, opening that door. And again, I tell you guys that some of them may be afraid because of the things they've seen when they were growing up, or how they were told that, dealing with the metaphysical world or anything with spirituality is bad. And so a lot of them are, starting to realize that they do have gifts, and it's not a bad thing, and it's a spiritual thing, and they just, was resisting. Again, we as divine feminines resisted at first, long before we met our divine masculine. I resisted. I was scared to death. And then one day I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to run anymore. I'm not going to be afraid. Just don't scare me. You have to talk to spirit and allow them to know what bothers you about, the spiritual realm, and they'll ease it in a way that you'll be able to understand and not be so afraid. But your masculine is realizing that they too have the gifts, and they too can change the world just as much as they see you change the world, and they think you are their light. So know that when your divine masculine is around you, that's when they feel the most safest. That's when they feel the most secure, and they can be their authentic true self. Okay. For divine feminine, the first card that came out was Judgment. And so with the Judgment card, it's like, we're making decisions. We're coming to the point where it's like, you know what? Divine has spoken, and we're choosing each other. And no matter what, battered, bruised, or whatever, anybody have to say about it, there's going to be people that have so much to say, but they choose each other. Okay. The next card that came out is the Five of Pentacles. And this talks about someone being left out in the cold. So with this cold and with this resonating, I'm feeling like in January, February, you guys are going to be able to get clarity, get information on why this unfolded. Because a lot of the divine feminines do feel like they got left out in the cold, and they were ghosted, and they were shut down, and they were ignored, because divine masculine would not communicate how they felt, what was in their heart, even if they truly love their divine feminine. Some divine feminines just said, just tell me how you feel about me. And divine masculine couldn't even deliver that. And so now you're going to understand what was all the reasonings behind being left out in the cold. Okay, and seeing those dots, those different dots, that's right there, the 1, 2, and 3. Karmic energy was part of the reason. Deceitful actions, people doing dark magic, those were the things that involved this part where you were left out in the cold. But you're going to get communication about that. The next card that came out is the Three of Swords. And so here you see how this man is like stabbing like a dagger into the woman's heart. And, she's like falling back and trying to like, say like, no, like stop or whatever. This is what, took place, in regards to your divine masculine. And again, there's that third party situation. Majority of the collective were involved in a third party situation. And I'll explain. It's because your divine masculine was dealing with a karmic, okay? And this karmic, they thought like, you know what, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person. This person is my end all be all. Like, this is who I know I'm supposed to be with. And then out of the blue, divinely guided, you were sent to them. And then everything changed because this was normal to them. This felt comfortable to them. And so you end up taking the hit of the blow because the karmic, and it turned out to be like a toxic situation, okay? The next card that came out is the Two of Pentacles. Now with the Two of Pentacles, it talks about twins. So when I saw this, I smiled. And so again, you don't have to worry about where this connection is going. You don't have to worry about if your divine masculine is going to open up, because you are one, okay? You are one. You mirror each other. You guys will always be in each other's hearts, minds, and souls because you are one. And you didn't just love your divine masculine in this life. You've loved your divine masculine in many lives. And so that's where that past life connection comes from. And now a lot of the divine feminines and the divine masculines are starting to see, tidbits of videos or images of them in different times in the world with you. And you're getting those past life clips. Okay, so here, twins, this is what the ultimate in the outcome is. You guys will be one. Okay. And you know me, I don't fluff. I give it to you like I give it to you. And myself being a divine feminine, within the last couple of days, I just felt like a light bulb went off or a switch. Not to say like that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to forget about you. Da, da, da. No, it's genuinely divinely happening where we're being pushed to greater, to expand ourselves. And this here is going to get a lot better. You will see. Okay. So messages from your divine masculine to divine feminine. I've thought a lot about you lately. Our connection still affects me. Would you reject me? A lot of the divine masculine's been thinking about coming in and just communicating everything, but they're really afraid. Would you reject me? Excuse me. And in that sense, divine feminine, hear them out. Do not respond in low vibrational energies. If you sense when you guys meet up that they're up to their old tricks, use your discernment. But if they're genuinely openly opening up their heart, which they never did, give them that floor to listen. Okay. The last card. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. They are really speaking tonight. Messages from divine feminine to divine masculine. Your words linger in my mind. There's words and there's some things that divine masculine said that really triggers divine feminine, but not now going forward. But they really do, because they were hurtful, because divine feminine, regardless of what was the situation, they just wanted them to know what their path and purpose was. They just wanted them to know, hey, I was sent to you to help you. Like, some of you are earth angels. Like, I just want to do what my part, because I don't want to be held accountable because you're not doing your part. Because the twin flame journey, it's about a life path and purpose mission from spirit together, something that you're supposed to do together to change the world, to bring the world to a higher vibration. The next card that came out, I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. And so with divine feminine, they were in their power. They're just like, you know what? Right now, I need to focus on myself. Right now, I need to give me all the love that I need so I can get through the karmic side of it, the toxic side of it. And, it's not so much of you guys not liking, your divine masculine anymore, or loving your divine masculine. You just want to shed everything that caused you to look at your divine masculine other than spiritually, for what the, mission was for in the first place. I need more time to figure things out. So now divine feminine is just like, I need to figure things out. I need to do things my way. I need to not make my life all about this connection. I need to go out and, do what my life path and purpose is for me, that I'm being pulled and called to do. And, I'll end up where I'm supposed to end up. The next card that came out, lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So some of the divine feminines were just like, you know what? I don't feel this way about you anymore. I don't have, I think the connection was fake. It was all in my head, saying all these things, but they knew deep down what it really was and is. The next card I am using is Messages of Love, the Oracle cards from Kristen, All Things Intuitive. You can go to her Etsy shop and purchase these. The first card, and I asked Spirit, I said, show me what's in divine feminine's heart. Show me what's in divine masculine's heart. And the first card that came out is balance. It says one person is giving too much in this relationship. there has to be a balance. And that's why it was very important for divine feminine to walk away. The next is boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. So now divine masculine is setting those boundaries. So say, for example, if they was in a relationship with the karmic, but they have kids together, they're setting boundaries where that situation does not affect their love life or what they have going on. And they realize that that karmic was, their karma, like the lesson that they needed to learn. And some of them had to learn the hard way. So now the karmic doesn't have that control, doesn't have that possessive, snatch over your divine masculine. They're setting boundaries in every area of their life, okay? For divine feminine, the first message that came out is awakening. It says, both people in this connection are undergoing spiritual transformations. And we talked about it in, the card that came out earlier with the Mystic Moon Oracle, awakening for divine feminine. And it says soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. So Spirit is confirming that even though you're in separation, even though you're not speaking, in that heart space, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, that love is so strong, it's unbreakable. All right? In the Romance Angels, the first card is separation. So that's what the majority of the collective is, going through right now. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. But this is good for your growth. This is good for you guys to understand, what needs to happen when you come together. Because when you're in separation from your twin, this gives you the opportunity to think about where you went wrong, what you need to correct, what, steps you need to take in regards to bettering your life and life path and purpose. So that's a good thing. The next card that came out is wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. So again, a lot of you in the collective are going to come into union. A lot of you in the collective are going to start reconciliation to prepare for your future. Whether you become, the best of friends as, life path purpose partners, or you come into union as husband and wife, or, however you resonate. And this is like double clarifying that codependency. It says addictions are affecting your romantic love life, but going forward, I don't think that's going to be an issue because you're doing the work. Everyone is being pulled and guided, and they're going through their transformations and awakenings. And I guarantee you, by March, we all will be communicating something different. The next card that came out is chemistry, and there goes those colors, that twin flame color, the red and the blue. And it says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. You guys are divinely guided. You guys were divinely guided to each other. You've been divinely guided and sent to each other. And even when you try to, you're at that point where you think like everything is lost, all hope is lost, you notice divine pushes you guys back together. Okay? All right. So, guys, that was your twin flame energy update for the, January 3rd through the 5th, 2020. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If this resonates with you, you can book me for a twin flame reading. That information is below in the description box. You have to get your reading. Everyone is on a different journey. Everyone is on different timelines. So everything is not going to resonate with every single one of you. Sometimes it'll be right on the money. But in order to know what you need to do specifically, you have to book a reading. And again, my prices are affordable. It's about love and light, the exchange. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you can do that as well. Also, if you're watching videos and, writing me comments, I love you guys for that. But as you do that, even if you're angry with your divine masculine, please choose to send love and light, because it's an energy thing. So I feel those energies when you guys are going through your emotions, because we're all connected, okay? So I'm wishing you guys a good night, and I will talk to you soon.